Hello, I'm Ronnie France, and this is my informative speech. Here's my audience members. I got two cats. Maybe that counts for a fourth one person. I don't know. So my informative speech is on global warming. This is something I've given a speech on before. I've researched it before, and I've researched it again. So it's something I kind of know a little bit about, and I feel comfortable talking about. But one of the effects of global warming that everyone's been feeling lately is the heat wave. Got the fan on, but don't really need it to get the AC. So most of the country right now is in a heat wave, triple digits, and I think 33 states right now are in a drought, including us. So we're all feeling the effects of global warming. So what I'm basically going to talk about is what it is, what is global warming, what are we the cause for it, and what can we really do about it. So my first point, which comes from National Geographic, is, everyone's heard a little bit about global warming, no one's truly ignorant about it in today's world. So it's basically CO2 being released by the burning of fossil fuels, creating a greenhouse gas effect, keeping the sun's rays in, and thus increasing the Earth's temperature. So actually the average temperature has increased 1.4 degrees since 1880, and that's according to NASA's Goddard Institute for Space Studies. And actually since 2000 till this current year, 11 out of 12 years have been among the hottest recorded ever. So we are seeing the effects more so now than we have ever before. And the reason why we know this is more than likely happening is we got 2,500 scientists from 130 different countries, all claiming that humans are somehow affecting and causing climate change. So what are we to blame for it? This comes from the Environmental Defense Fund. A lot of people already know, burning coal and cars, big cause for it, and so I'm going to talk about some facts that not a lot of people know that could also be a cause for why it's warming. We have a natural cycle with Earth, depending on where it's orbiting around in the solar system, for how much direct exposure to the sun we're getting just by the distance we are from the sun. So this happens about every 100,000 years, and we have been in a warming period for about 100,000 years. The last one was, cold period was known as the Ice Age. So ever since then we've been in a warming stage, and even though we've been warming, there's a cycle in that warming stage where it's a little bit warmer and a little bit colder, such as little ice age in the 17th and 18th century, and then we had a warming period in the 11th century. But even more recently, in the 1970s was a warming period, and the 1920s to 30s was a period where it was unusually warm. And at today's current temperatures, it has not been this hot since the Holocene epoch era, which was 1.8 million years ago. And since it's just been averaging at that 12 years thus far, it's probably foreshadowing a little bit about what our planet might be like, because that period lasted a much longer time. So if it continues at the same temperatures as it is now, we'll probably have the seas 12 to 18 feet high. So what are some stuff that we can do about it? Alternative energy to cut down on CO2 emissions. 70% of our CO2 emissions are from burning of coal from our coal plants. So pertaining to Iowa, we are the third windiest state in the United States, behind North and South Dakota. And so wind power would be a great alternative for us. Right down a couple miles down from here in Eldridge, there's actually a factory that makes wind turbines. So We get to see that every now and then going out on the highways, what's going out. But what they do is the wind hits the propeller, which are 50 feet long, so it hits the most surface area, turns the drive shaft, and makes a generator that makes electricity. Good thing about them, completely CO2 emission free, and the only negative really is cost, which that will go down as time goes on, and that some people can still another source. So this was my speech on global warming, just about what it is, are we the cause of it, and what we can do about it. It's just information, speech, just facts, no persuasion at all. Make out of it what you will. Hi, I forgot to pan the audience once again.